day wherever you are. I hope you had a restful sleep and you're ready for the morning, just like I am. It looks beautiful out there, and I would like to get in the garden and do some work before it gets hot. And while I go through my day today, I thought I would share with you some of the life lessons that I've had over the last couple of years, and hopefully it will help you shape your life moving forward. I wish I had gotten some of these lessons way before, but it's never too late to learn, and I'm hoping that by sharing with you, this will also help and enhance your life. So let's go out, and I need to water some flowers, and while I'm doing that, we will have our conversation. Lesson number 1. Appreciate what you have. Stop. Appreciate what you have. Be grateful for yet another day on this earth, and love the life that you have in this moment. Learn to appreciate the beauty in the smallest of things. The mornings for me are just beautiful. I see nature at its best. I appreciate the flowers. I appreciate the bees that come and collect nectar on these beautiful flowers. I appreciate the birds that are giving me the melodious sound in the morning. I take this time in the morning before the bees come on to be able to get closer to the flowers. I don't want to disturb the bees when they're busy collecting their food. And I just look at the flowers, smell, appreciate them, and be thankful and grateful for yet another morning that I can see and feel and be part of this wonderful, wonderful world. Too many of us spend a lot of time just focusing on the negative, taking all our energy, all our thoughts, all our focus on that which is not working well in our lives, and missing the opportunity to appreciate that which you have abundantly inside. Being appreciative of the good physical health that you might have, being able to wake up, walk, do some gardening, or whatever activity that you're able to do. Learn to appreciate what you have. The ability to walk, to touch, to see, to feel. Learn to appreciate all that you currently have. Just imagine getting involved in an accident can rob you of all those abilities. Suddenly you will not be able to walk. You won't be able to touch or feel. You've lost a limb. You cannot hear because something has gone wrong with your hearing abilities. Do not for 1 minute take it for granted that you are able to do all those things, because at any minute that can be taken away from you. So appreciate it when you have it. Just think about it. How many people that you have seen that struggle with mobility, they would give anything to be able to do that for themselves, to be able to see once again. to be able to touch and feel. Too many times we get to concentrate on the non-important things. We forget the very abilities that we have to be able to take care of ourselves. You are able to see without tripping on an obstacle in your way. You are able to touch and feel so that if there's anything harmful in your way, you're able to avoid it or take it out of your way. A neurological disorder can rob you of the ability to do all those things. Suddenly you're not able to walk, you cannot talk, you cannot hear, feel, see. Countless reasons why you should appreciate all that you have presently. It can be taken away from you just like that. Think of anyone that you know of that has lost any one of those senses and look at how that has drastically changed their lives. So please, as you go along life, learn to appreciate that which you have in the moment. Learn to appreciate your life the way it is. If you have the ability to see, to feel, to touch, to walk, you are able to do some things that have been robbed of someone else. So be mindful of that. You can only change the way you respond to a situation. You, not the other person, has control of how you respond to a situation. Remember, you cannot change the other person. The only person who is capable of any change is you, because you have no control of how they think and how they would respond to the same situation. It is extremely difficult for a parent to watch your child go through pain. So what you have is your responses to that situation. That is the only thing you have in control. You have no way of changing how someone else thinks, sees, or feels about each situation. You are not able to change the way they think. So learn to know that you can only change you. The way you see a situation, the way you respond to it, the way you feel about it. There is no way that you would ever be able to control how someone else responds, even your own children, even when you see them in difficult situations. So learn to know that you can only change you. The way you see a situation, the way you respond to it, the way you feel about it. There is no way that you would ever be able to control how someone else responds, even your own children. Even when you see them in difficult situations, loss of a job, difficulties in their marriages, drugs and alcohol addictions, you can change the way they respond to those situations. You're only able to change the way you respond to their situations. That is the only thing you have control of. And the sooner you learn that, the easier situations become. Especially when it comes to your children. If you have, you feel like you have to intervene. You have to fix their problems. You have to do something. But the only person who can do something for themselves is that individual. A difficult lesson to learn, but it is essential for your own well-being. Do not compare your life to someone else's. Do not compare your wealth or lack of wealth. You don't know the circumstances that surround how they accumulate their wealth. Maybe there's somebody who has a big house who is living in that big house because it's company owned, it is paid for by the company, and they have no expenses. It's one of their perks. You wouldn't know that, but you see them in that luxury and you envy and you want it for yourself, but you don't know how they end up in that home. Be content with what you have. There is someone out there who does not have a roof over their head, not because of choice, but because the situation in their life has not allowed them to be able to have a home. It is very easy to drag yourself into that comparison. You want to see what the Joneses have. You want to know what the Joneses are doing. You want to be part of what the Joneses are doing. That is not your life. Concentrate on you. Concentrate on improving your life. Concentrate on finding ways to be happy with what you have. Find happiness within yourself. Don't ascribe happiness being something that can be given to you by someone else, by your children, by your spouse, by the work that you're doing, being acknowledged by the colleagues that you have. That is not the way to find joy and happiness. Find it within yourself. Do the things that make you happy. If you like to walk in the morning like I do, just get up and do that. If you like to sing the blues, if you like to sing, get up, stand up. Whatever songs that you like to sing, go ahead and shout out the song. Sing aloud like there's nobody seeing, hearing, or watching you. If that's what you like, be happy in the moment. Don't look for the happiness that will be given to you by having a friend, by having a husband, by having a wife, by having children. They come with their own challenges. So if you don't have that happiness within you, it will be really difficult when you have to face the challenges that having that other person in your life and they're not bringing you the joy, it is tough. No amount of cars, no amount of homes, no amount of cash in the bank will bring you the joy, that happiness that you so deserve. That is not going to happen. Is money good to help you get the comfortable home, the cars, the good food that you want? Of course it is. So keep that job. But it is not the reason why you will find joy and happiness. That is something that is coming from within. Find the littlest, the smallest of things that will bring you some satisfaction. From there, you will be able to see that you don't need money. You don't need a big home. You don't need a multitude of friends to make you happy. Learn to be happy in solitude. Learn to be happy when you're on your own, so that when you're in the company of other friends, it enhances your joy. It doesn't diminish it. So that when you're in the company of others, the joy is amplified. When you're on your own, it's still good. So learn to find that joy and happiness within you. It's not the children. It's not the husband. It's not the job that will give you joy and happiness. It's something within you that will give you that joy. Nothing external will make you happy. Happiness has to start from within, and then you outwardly will be able to show it. Learn to let go of anger and grudges. Tough lesson to learn. But the more you hold on to anger, the more you hold on to grudges, the more you will deprive yourself to see the goodness in yourself and in others. And by the way, you might be holding a grudge with someone, you and not them. They don't even know that you are angry at them. They don't even know that you have that amount of resentment towards them. They might not even be aware that there is an issue that you're holding on to. And the longer you hold on to it, the more muffled, confused, completely out of proportion that anger, resentment, and grudge becomes. The longer you hold on to it, the more you create drama out of that situation, which may very well be non-existent. If you feel you are not being seen, respected, heard, see how you can change how you perceive that situation. Don't hold on to the grudge. Don't hold on to the resentment. The person you are resenting might not even be aware of it. And it's just that easy. It is you who thinks there is a situation. They might not even see it that way. So let it go. Let it go. And that brings me to another saying. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. That's from Maya Angelou. Many times we choose to ignore the signals, the warning signs, the behaviors that we do not like, that we choose to tolerate because we refuse to see the person as they are. Someone was remarking to me that, I'm so tired of, calling this person. I call them all the time, and even when I call them, I can feel or sense that they are too busy to have 2 minutes of conversation with me over the phone. Well, they are showing you. They are making you feel it. They've been doing it for a long time, and you still persist to try and have a relationship with them. If someone shows you who they are, believe them and move on. Tough lesson to have. Pay attention. Pay attention to nature. Pay attention to what universe has. Pay attention to the beauty of the trees, the birds, the grass. You will see that you let yourself worry over things that are so trivial, so minor. If you are in good health, if you are still able to take care of yourself, if you have a job, if you can afford to put food on the table, if you've been blessed with children, friends, family, enjoy that. Just take it at face value and enjoy it. If you find you are not needed or wanted in a space, make your leave. You will find another place. You will find joy in some other place with other people in another situation. Don't hold on to those things. Let them go. Don't worry about things that you have no control of. Don't be a person who holds on to worry as if that will bring the change, that will bring the good news, that will bring the joy. What does worry help? It doesn't change the situation. It doesn't get the person to realize you're worried about them. It just drains you. If it's not something you can fix, accept it the way it is and move on. So those are some of the things that I wish I had mastered in my younger years. By sharing, this will get into someone's ears and you'll be able to modify how you look at life and be able to be joyful and enjoy the moment. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll continue to share and motivate one another. In the meantime, I say peace and happiness.